Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you who are supporting life in Europe, because the dignity of every human being is the goal of policy and the protection of the dignity and rights of every human being. It's more than 10 years ago when one of us collected hundreds of thousands of signatures across the European Union asking that the EU will obey its own laws and obey its own principles and rules. We haven't succeeded until now. It's 10 years we are trying. And thank you very much, Ségolène, and to one of us for all this effort, to Mr. Borg for supporting and being the leader of one of us. Thank you to Paolo, Bertian, Antonella, and other actors, Peter, who has, I think, had to leave, but there is also the former Prime Minister of Slovenia, Alojz Peterle. Thank you, because he was there. Mr. Mikolášik, the Slovak former member of the European Parliament and very active person, one of us. Thank you. There are many, many of us, not only in this room, but in Europe, and we have to make our voice being heard. Because 10 years after our fight for the protection of human dignity and European laws to be protected and to be obeyed, we have another citizens' initiative which goes and asks to breach the European laws. And suddenly Europe accepts it, accepts these voices which are lying about the human dignity, about the main principles in our legislation. And this is relativism. The Pope Benedict XVI said that when relativism prevails, that's a new form of totality. Today, unfortunately, Europe is relativizing what is human dignity, what is freedom, what are our main principles. This relativism is the way of totality. That's the way of extremism and totality, and not people who are believers, who are faithful and fighting for life, as the new publication which was promoted at this house, the House of European Citizens, called The Next Wave, How Religious Extremism is Regarding Power. They are calling us extremists, those who are breaching European laws, who are breaching European principles, and the main principle of mankind, which is the protection of human right and human life and human dignity. I would like now to thank one person in this plenary, and that's my husband, but he's not here only as my husband. He's here as the leader of the Christian Democratic Movement of Slovakia. We have now concluded the constitutional changes to protect human dignity in the Slovak constitution and to protect the European law, which is bound on subsidiarity in the Slovak constitution. Milan is sitting there modestly in the back. The Slovak constitution now is saying exactly what the EU law says. What belongs, the cultural, ethical, moral, family issues belong to the competence of member states. We say only this, nothing more. We only say that the unhuman practice of surrogacy has to be banned, that children are not products, children are human beings. Even unborn children are human beings. And despite of the fact that the Slovak constitution, thanks to the enormous effort of our party, says only what is in European and international law, the hatred which is now against my party and us, you cannot imagine, or you can probably imagine because you are experiencing the same in your countries. But the hatred is nothing when we know that we are trying just to protect the truth of which tells us the truth about mankind, the truth which is revealed truth for the Christians, but is a natural truth for every person who has an open look for how human beings are being treated, and to see that every human being, from conception to natural death, deserves dignity and protection of his or her rights, and rights which are enshrined in the laws, but also natural rights. And I will finish coming back to the words of Benedict XVI about the new wave of totality, which is relativism. Because relativism also is changing the meaning of freedom. But we know that democracy is only about freedom. If democracy is not based on freedom, it's not democracy. And freedom is about free choice, and the real choice means real support. Thank you very much.